Feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Only time I feel pain when I'm feeling love. That's why I said it on my face that I.
Guys, we'll be back at it with another banger today. I'm gonna be putting on a stock that you should be in, and we're gonna go over the overall state of the market, and I'm gonna break down the upcoming stock that's gonna be hot for the upcoming month of October. So, guys, overall state of the market. So the Dow 30 finished up 0.28%, or an equivalent of $1.29 down to the downside. So what are we saying? When stocks reach all-time highs, investors start shifting and allocating funds other places. The SPY, the S&P 500, finished down 0.14%, or an equivalent of 91 cents. And the QQQQ, the technology sector, went down 0.8%, or the equivalent of 50 cents. So guys, just letting me know like that the stocks are consolidating ahead of this week's red Fed rate cut decision. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the market? So the overall, I will be trading this week with caution, and I will wait till after they announce the rate cut decision. And guys, in the market, it's one thing called priced in. So buy the rumor, sell the news. So check this out. Everybody already knows that the Fed is going to cut the rates. So what does that do? They bought the rumor, and what are they going to do? They're going to sell like I said, guys, anytime I talk in these videos, this is my personal opinion based on the due diligence and the research that I've done. This is nothing but educational purposes only. Don't take anything I say as financial advice or advice that you should be following. But guys, it's a thing in the market called buy the rumor, sell the news. So check this out. Stocks have reached all-time highs, and they continue to sky towards ahead of this week's red Fed rate cut decision. So the investors and hedge funds and the 1% and the hedge fund, they already know that the Fed is likely to cut the rates. So what do? Rise the equities, rise the price, rise the overall market up to all-time highs. And what do after the Fed rate cut is announced? They sell the news. So guys, I'm gonna put you in a couple stocks that you should be looking at to position yourself. And another thing we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be playing SPY and QQQQ puts to the downside. Because guys, anytime the stock reaches all-time highs, that's letting me know that the Fed and that the smart money, that they're gonna shift their money so they can still allocate it and still get a return. So, but the first stock I'm gonna put on you all's radar is ticker symbol ISRG, Intuitive Surgical. So, guys, this is pretty much an AI surgery company, and they provide services for medical healthcare for invasive minimal surgeries. So, guys, one reason why I really love this stock, this ticker symbol, is because they have multiple contracts with the Department of Defense and the Department of Veteran Affairs through the Air Force, the Army, the Marine Corps, and the Navy. So guys, if you follow Palantir's progression this year and last year from $8 to now sitting at around $160, this stock, Intuitive Surgical, reminds me a lot of Palantir when they winning all these big contracts. And guys, this is how it works in the military. So the end of the fiscal year for the military is not in December. It's actually September 30th. And in the military, they have to allocate money to contractors to buy supplies, because if they don't allocate that money, they lose funding for the next fiscal year. So this is what I'm telling you all. Ticker symbol ISRG. In the month of October, they have earnings October 17th. This is going to be a play that I'm looking forward, and I'm going to get in on my Discord and put my people in, because this stock has a lot of momentum, especially with all the new government contracts they got awarded. So this is one ticker symbol that I really love, and we're going to get you all in on it. But follow me, we're going to dive into the technicals on it, and we're going to do some research on the company. Okay, so guys, let's get into it. So ISRG, Intuitive Surgical. So we're gonna scroll down, we're gonna take this stock from top to bottom and analyze it and show you why it's a good buy. So if you look at its 52-week range, all-time lows on the 52-week range, $425. The top, $616. So that's letting me know right now it's sitting at $434. It's literally near the bottom of its 52-week low. And with a good stock and a good company like this, who just got awarded multiple government contracts, that's letting me know this is our great buying opportunities. So guys, I'm gonna be looking at getting in calls after the Fed rate cut decision, and I'm gonna show you all the strikes and the prices that I'm looking at. But before we get into that, let's dig into their financials, into their balance sheet to show you why I like this company. So let's get into it. So let's get into their quarterly revenue and gross profit. So let's start here. So if you look, the grayed out portion, the gross profit, the second quarter of 2024, 1.3 billion. It rose in quarter three of 2024, 1.37 billion. Quarter one of 2024, 1.6 billion. Quarter two, 1.4 billion. And the last quarter, 1.6 billion. So guys, this is letting me know that this company is continually growing their gross profit, their gross revenue each quarter. So that's a good sign for a stock to continue to move higher. Now let's get into their balance sheet. Get into their quarterly balance sheet. And guys, it's the same thing. You can look at the grayed out portion, total assets. You can see 16.64. The next quarter, 17.74 billion. The quarter after that, 18.74 billion. And the previous quarter before last, 19. So guys, this company is steadily growing its total assets. So that's letting me know that they're being smart with their money, and they're also managing and allocating money a smart way. So let's get into their cash flow. Now we're getting into their cash flow. So so guys, when you're analyzing the company and you see their free cash flow is always a good sign, but sometimes it could be because that's letting me know that they have more money to invest to continue to grow the company. So let's get into it. So you can see the grayed out portion on the bottom, free cash flow, 311 million. And then it rose the next quarter, 455 million in free cash flow. And they continuously rise, 510 million in cash flow. It went down, dipped a little, but what did it do? Bounced right back up, 560 million in free cash flow. In a trailing 12 month, 1.9 trillion in free cash flow. Guys, this company is a behemoth in the stock market. And the reason why is because they're getting awarded a lot of government contracts. And guys, when companies get awarded government contracts, that's letting me know that the company has long-term sustainability and the price is going to continue to rise. So now let's get into the call options that I'm looking at. So let's get into it. So I'll be looking at the December 19th, 2025 call options on ISG. And I'll be looking at that $500 strike option. So that's going to run you anywhere between $900 and $1,000 for this one. And if you want to play it a little bit safer, you can go out the furthest, January 15, 2027. Now this is going to cost you a little bit more, but we can go out at least to all-time highs around the 600 range. It's going to cost you anywhere between $2,000 and $2,100 and $2,200. So if you want to play it a little bit safer and you got a little capital to allocate. Now let's get into the October 24th, 2020 call. So this one might be more in different people's price budgets, but guys, it's still going to run. So if you have around $200 to $300, this might be a good call option for you. So you can get the 500 strike anywhere between $400 and $200. You can get the 505 strike anywhere between $300 and $200. So these are also good call options and strikes to look at. But guys, when you're also picking your options, you always want to choose the third Friday of the month. So this is the one I'm going to be looking at for this upcoming month. And it's going to be the $500 strike. And you can see the open interest and the volume. So anytime you want to pick a stock that has the most liquidity, you look up its open interest. You can see right here in the column. So you see the column, open interest, volume. So all you do is scroll down. So look, you see the open interest on the right hand and you see the volume on the left hand. So anytime you want to pick a good stock and you want to find a stock that has the most liquidity and it's going to be the most volatile, you see which one has the most open interest. And that's how I pick my stocks on the third Friday. So look at this. The most open interest and the most volume right now is the $500 strike. And that's going to run you anywhere between $180 and $140. So that's a good option for people who don't have a lot of capital to allocate for this play. So guys, that's all we have for you today. And like I said, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all peace. Have a blessed day.